Hey everyone, I'm Squeaky, and this is... So today what we're going to be drawing is Pikachu, but not just regular Pikachu. What we're going to be doing is drawing him as a circle. I have this theory that any character, if you draw as a circle, is going to come out just a bit cuter. But before we get started, if you could like this video, I would appreciate it so much. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can keep up with all of my future videos coming out. So without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, so let's get started. Like most cute drawings, we're going to start with a circle, which I already have drawn out. And I have this little guideline marked out. He's not really going to have a differentiation in his head and body, but this is basically going to be our guideline for his head. So I'm going to go ahead and draw two little eyes, and I'm going to use a template for this, just to get a more perfect circle. And so we got one and two. Okay. So we made his eyes a little bit bigger than they need to be, and that's just to emphasize the cuteness of him. So we're going to put a little shine in each of his eyes. Okay, so now we have his eyes. We're gonna do his nose. He's got a cute little triangle nose. Okay, so we got that, and then his mouth is pretty simple. It's just like a real subtle upside, or I guess right side up W. And so he's kind of got this going on. Alright, I think that looks okay. Now, what we're going to do is, I think one of his cuter poses is when he's got his little arms hanging down in front of him. And so we'll go ahead and draw one of his little arms here. Okay, and his other one coming out around the same spot, like this. Okay, and so we'll draw his little fingers, which differentiate between 4 and 5. We'll see how many it comes out to on him here. 1, 2. Okay, so he's got 5. Alright. Alright, and we'll put his little fingers on this hand. Like that. Okay, so he's got his little chubby arms. And I think the next thing is we're going to have his legs. And so we're going to have him sitting where you can see his little feet like sticking up, because that's a good, cute little pose for him. Alright, so you're on one little, I guess like pill shape. We'll draw another little pill shape, like that. And this is pretty simple. We'll just kind of break them up at the tips like that, so you can tell where his toes are. Okay, and we'll do the same thing to this foot. And he's, from what I've seen, he's got 3 little toes on each foot. Okay, so I think right now you can already tell that he is Pikachu. We're going to zoom in a little bit, just so that you can, there we go. Alright, it's not a huge drawing. There we go. Alright, so now it's time for his ears. And when I do like little characters in complete circles like this, I like not to make their ears too big, because I think smaller ears are usually cuter. But let's find out. We're going to make them kind of a normal size for him. And so we're going to have them come out to here, like that. It's almost like a little bunny, even though he's supposed to be a mouse. Okay, and his next ear is we're just gonna make a simple design. It's not gonna be in any special pose or anything. Okay, so there's his next one. And since we're making everything cute, we'll try to round off the edges on it. Okay. And then of course he's got his little black tips on his ears. Like that. Alright. So, and the last thing I think that really makes Pikachu Pikachu is going to be his little tail. And it's lightning bolt shape. We'll start up here because it usually ends up going out behind him. And this is going to be the top part of his tail. And it's just a lightning bolt shape, which can be tricky depending on what angle it is. But it's good that if you have reference photos, kind of just look into those. And I think as long as you follow along with like a little reference photo, it shouldn't be too hard to get his tail. But there we go. We got this. And then we'll do one more little zigzag. Okay, cool. I think that works. And then he's got that little brown part. And so break that up like that. And I think that's good. He's completely drawn. We can probably, I think from the front you never really see his those little stripes on his back. So oh, we're actually missing one key part. Let's not forget. And he's got to have little the little circles on his cheeks, which are usually bigger than his eyes, but in this situation they're not going to be, because we made his eyes so big to emphasize the cuteness of him that his little red cheeks are actually going to be smaller than his eyes. And a little circle, and there you have it. So he's completely drawn. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over him with a fine liner. I'll use a 0.5. He's a very simple drawing, so it's not got to be like super thin for like details or anything. And what I'm going to do is we're already about 6, almost 7 minutes in. So I will go ahead and do all of this in time lapse so that the video doesn't run too long. So we'll be back here in a second. You'll see him completely outlined. And then from there, we'll probably go on to coloring. So let me get this done and we'll be back here in a second. Alright, so we have him completely outlined. That was a good opportunity to fix anything that's not like exactly the way you want it. Or like one thing that I did that one of his little shines in his eyes is smaller than the other. Not super happy with that, but we'll fix it in coloring. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to figure out which colors I want to use on him. And once I have that done, we will start coloring him. And so I have a little test sheet here, and it's good to use the same kind of paper to test on that you're going to draw on. But let's see, I'm going to figure out what colors that I like, and I'll be right back. Let's see what I can get for him. Alright, so that was pretty simple. He's not a whole lot of different colors or anything. So this is going to be your Pikachu color palette. You're going to have a yellow and a shading for yellow. You're going to have a brown for the tip of his tail. We'll have a black, of course, and then red to finish off his cheeks. So let's go ahead and start coloring him. Throw down a base yellow for him. I think this is an okay yellow. I don't know if I have a perfect Pikachu yellow, but it's going to work. If anything, I think when you're drawing characters like this, to go even a little bit brighter than usual, because they already look super cartoony. And when you're doing something super cartoony. I don't think it really hurts much to make them just a bit brighter. But anyway, this is a pretty simple process, so I'm going to go ahead and time lapse through this to not let the video carry on much longer. And well, I'll have a few more words here when I'm done coloring. Alrighty, so we pretty much got them all colored up, and what I like to do with the drawings I do anyway, I like to go over certain parts with a super thick fine liner, and especially like cartoony drawings like this, I think it just makes them pop a little bit more. But so what I have here is a 1.0 fine liner, but what I'll do is I'll really just go over the outside edge on it, just to give it like that cartoony, like, I don't know, just that weird cartoony appearance that makes it look almost like, I don't know what it would be called. Anyway, so that it looks almost like a t-shirt design, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so now that we have them almost done, just got a few more little outlines to do, and he will be completely done. Almost. I know we're missing one part. Alright, so there's the outline. I wish I could make it thicker. I guess I could, but for now that's good. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and finish him off with his little red cheeks. I saved that for last. And that really distinguishes him. As, I mean, other than being bright yellow, having a lightning bolt tail, and just being Pikachu. Pikachu? Can't even talk. Okay, here we go. And there we go. So there's your circular, super cute Pikachu. Be sure to leave comments down in sections below if there's any other characters that you would like to be drawn as a circle. That would be, I think those would be fun videos. They look great like that. It's almost like t-shirt art, you know. And so any suggestions you have in the comments, anything that you could suggest to make the video better, anything that you didn't like from this video, just leave your opinions down below. I like to read what you guys have, and that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. Drawing Pikachu like that was a whole lot of fun. If you guys have any other ideas for videos, be sure to leave those ideas down in the comments below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a button somewhere for you to subscribe. So I'm going to have another section for you to check out my latest video. And then I'll have one more for you to be able to click to my Patreon link. Go check that out. It would help a lot if you guys could help out there. And then one more for my playlist so that you guys can check out all of my other Let's Draws. So anyway, go grab yourself a pencil, some markers, some Play-Doh, I don't know. But go do some art.